Lost Soul 79, Angie, and we're here with Crystal. And Crystal is actually my husband's friend from I'm gonna say high school. And Crystal, she isn't homeless. She is actually staying in a motel right now.
I'm actually considered homeless by the government.
Yeah.
And I can't get me mail delivered anywhere because I have no address. So
yeah,
it's a big catch-22 that's really stupid.
Yeah. So Crystal, we just want to know a little bit about your life. You've had a doozy of a life.
Yeah. Because my life was good. I had a good childhood. I was a great student. I had great grades. My mom and dad were married still. You know, everybody's else's families were separating and falling apart, and mine were still together. We were the rock of the neighborhood. We kept everybody, you know, good morals, good integrity, good standards kind of thing. And then when I was pregnant with my daughter, I got pregnant with my daughter at 19, and when I was pregnant with her, my dad accidentally told me he wasn't my real dad, and it just sent me into a spiral. And it wasn't even that bad of a thing, though, you know what I mean? Because he was a good dad to me. I had a good life, like I said, you know what I mean? But it was just the fact that they lied to me, and that everybody, those were the people that I, you know.
For so many years.
It fucked me up. It screwed me up bad, and I went off the deep end, you know, looking for love, trying to be the wife my mom was to men that didn't deserve that kind of treatment. Got a lot of butt whoopings, so drugs were to numb the pain. I used drugs to numb the pain, you know.
Like we all do, yes.
And self-medicated, and, you know, a lot of sex probably too, you know what I mean? At least honestly, you know. You want to show love some way or another, give love to people, you know, and I know how to show love pretty good, I guess, you know, and I don't know. And then
And you got with your husband that you was with for 15 years.
He saved me pretty much. He was, had been with my boys' dad, and we lost our boys together, and I was on a downward spiral then at that point, and I wanted to kill myself without killing myself, so I was trying to make people kill me. So I went crazy on the streets, and there was Chris, an angel, in the middle. He's 5 years younger than me, you know, but he loved me. We were together for 15 years, and, you know, we went through a lot of stuff together, and then sorry, it's hard to talk about that.
I know.
In May, Mother's Day, the day after Mother's Day, I found him hanging in our room of our apartment we're fixing to move out of. So,
I couldn't imagine.
I've been real messed up ever since then, and I have nightmares. I have night tremors. I can't sleep. I don't want to sleep because when I sleep, I have bad dreams. You know, not of the life that we had together, because we had a good life together, but of the things that never got done, the things that you know
that you wanted to do with him.
But before he died, you know, I had a vision of I'm supposed to put my words down. I'm supposed to write things. I'm supposed to say things because supposedly I have a good way of saying things. Supposedly, I don't know. I don't listen to me talk, you know, so I don't know that. So, but if that's what people say, then I have to go take their word for it, and they say I have a good way of talking. So, I had a feeling in my stomach that I was supposed to write a song or a story or something like that was going to save somebody from hurting themselves. And then
you walk in.
I walk in and find Chris dead, and you know, and I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know.
You're the one that had to take him down from.
I didn't even know to take him down. I was so distraught by seeing him. I started screaming before I could even get back in there and just decide what was going on. Police were there that fast, and he stayed hung up there until 9 o'clock that morning. I found him at 5 o'clock. He stayed hung up there like that until 9 o'clock when the medical examiners got there.
That's crazy.
And then they drug him down the stairs, and
they didn't handle it professionally.
They didn't handle it professionally at all, you know. And
that's Irving police for you.
And I didn't get a stimulus check because Chris claimed my daughter and I as his dependents, but we made money, so we were supposed to file our own taxes. And he filed a 1040X before he died. But guess what? He died. So there's nobody that can handle his stuff but him.
So now you don't get no stimulus. You get no.
Not until they do once they do the paperwork, the 1040X. Once they do the 1040X and push the paperwork through, then I'll get my check, and I'll get my daughter will get her check, and then, you know, but they're not
Yeah.
taking any new people. They're not taking
Oh,
any
I
calls.
know.
They're
Because the COVID, that's why. So how do you make it now? I mean, just,
well, thank God I am disabled. I am because I have
oh yeah.
I do have dissociative. I do dissociate. I have multiple people that tell me that I have to become different people.
Yeah.
Several, and they mean totally different, not just So I believe once again I don't see me, so I don't know. And that's.
Do you think that's because of the drug use that you've used your life, or?
Look, it could be, but I've always had a keen sense. God's always talked to me.
Uh-huh.
He's always spoke through. People say about the government that they have this new technology where they put a thing in your head that you hear the voice of God. Well, guess what? God doesn't talk to me through my head. He talks to me through my stomach, in my gut,
Yeah.
my feelings inside of me. So
Exactly,
I know
yeah.
that's how I know it's Him. And so that technology that they got ain't gonna work on me, So,
Yeah.
but I always talk about God. There's one time I was talking to this one chick, and she's like, I knew her from a long time ago. She's like, you always did. Because I said, thank God for something like that. She goes, you always did like that God thing. I was like, you're right, I did. Like, where's God be?
And your daughter, she's 23 right now?
She's 23.
Is she with you? Does she live with you?
She lives with me. We're trying to make it. She's distraught. Chris was our rock. He was our everything, and he's gone. And we have no... Look, I moved in with my brother, who had a home. He owned his home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paid him $3,000 up front to move into the house. And he sold his house within 2 months of me being there.
Oh.
And we had to leave, and I had to give him $3,000. They tried
And
to
you
call
had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. They tried to call the cops to get me thrown out of there. They couldn't because I lived there. And then I'm looking like a bum, a vagabond, and I'm like, I paid $3,000 to be here. Y'all should have made sure that was taken care of before you bought the house. So I got 2 more months here if you want to get technical,
Yeah.
But it's just been one after the other, after the other, after other of just.
And how long has your husband been gone? Like how many months?
He died the day after Mother's Day. He died. They pronounced him dead Monday morning, but he had been dead for 24 hours, so they pronounced that he died on Mother's Day, Saturday night, early Sunday morning.
So that was just in Maine. So that hasn't been long at all.
Talk about how you just had fraud on the bank account.
Oh yeah. On top of that, so I'm looking for a handout, right? I'm trying to, not a handout, a hand up.
Yeah.
And so this guy calls me and he tells me he's, my loan has been approved. Because I already had a little incident where these guys were trying to get me to buy the gift cards and and I was, I didn't do that. Well, this guy said I was approved for the loan, took my routing number, all my stuff like that.
Oh.
They were freaking doing counterfeit checks or something like that, but my bank account is frozen. I can't even get my unemployment onto my account. I can't get my.
So you're just like totally have nothing right now.
They took $800 of my unemployment to pay back the checks that they freaking bounced.
Oh, no.
No, it's been hell. It's been hell. And it's just like one after the other, and I'm like, God, but
and you are clean now, right?
Yes, and that's the thing,
Okay.
And then so like, okay, so like, with the whole God thing, I believe in God, and they said that God says that Lot was one of his favorite people, right? Because no matter how many bad things happening to him, he still cried out for God. He still, I love God. God, gave God the glory, whatever. So he was his favorite man. And the devil's like, I bet you money if I give him trials, he'll denounce you just like the rest of us. Blasphemy. Da da da. He didn't. Lot kept on taking them and kept on taking them and kept on taking them. Punch after punch after punch. Just kept on praising the Lord, praising the Lord. So that's. And so sometimes I feel like, wow, is this really happening?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on praising.
Yeah, life does get better, and you do tithe, so
Oh yeah, that's one of the things.
That's something.
And see, and that's another thing that I don't know. I doubt myself a lot because is that really tithing? Is that the way what the Bible says? 10% of your earnings. Da, 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 da.
Well, it is.
It is.
It is. Giving to others when you don't have nothing is, that's. It takes a.
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope so, but that's not why I do it. I do it because if I have it and I don't abundance of it, and somebody else needs it,
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I think we all. Compassion is what's missing now.
Exactly. There is none in this world.
Porn has made men and women desensitized to where they don't want to hug, kiss, love,
Yeah.
show affection, be caring, compassionate,
Towards each other.
loving,
Yeah, exactly.
giving. Those are all things that have totally just been forgotten these days, and I'd like to do a movement to get those started back up, you know?
Yeah, I know. Have you ever been to, you've never been to prison, have you?
I have never been to actual prison, but I've got 1244A for
I try to get one of them. Yeah.
everybody else gets 1244B, which means they still get the felony, but they get to do county time. Well, I got the 1244A, which means I don't have the felony. I have the misdemeanor and the misdemeanor time. So
you got to do your time where in Dallas?
In Dallas, and I had already done 6 days. 6 times 3 is 18. That makes almost a month, right at the month. So like I would have had to done like 7 days, half of 7 days, 3.5 days.
Oh, wow.
So they gave me community service for 3.5 days.
What did you go to jail for? Just
burglary of a building. It was not even burglary of a building either, too. It was BS. I was taking the stuff back because somebody was on the phone, because my nephew, my cousin Holden, got evicted. He said. And he was standing on the corner with the stuff. We didn't even go in the house. He was standing on the corner on the with his stuff, his bags, loaded up. But then this man comes outside, and when he comes outside, he's on the phone, and I see him in the rearview mirror. So I turn my butt around. What's going on? Police roll up on us and burglary. How is that burglary? Because the back door had been kicked in. Hello, it's a house that people come in and out of a lot, like a
bando.
But yeah. And we didn't kick in the damn door. The dude didn't see us kicking in the damn door, and none of this stuff is y'all's stuff. This is his stuff, and they took it all out of my car and still took me to jail. Put my car on the
Where was that at? What city?
Here in Irving, Texas. Yeah. They hate Crystal Haines. Or no, you're not in Irving right here, huh? You're in Fort Worth.
I'm in Fort Worth, but I know Irving, yeah. Very well.
Well, North Central Texas Task Force is located in Irving, Texas, and Chris's family they've been through it with Irving police, so I got the ringer with them too, so
Chris's family, and that was your husband, Chris's family, y'all don't get along?
For some reason. I guess they feel, because he didn't have much to do with them while we were together, but that was his own choice. I did. I was over there helping them get the city of Irving's freaking contract, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, but
you can't make him have something to do with his family, you know? They shouldn't hold that against you.
They shouldn't.
No.
But they got mad because I was the only one, and so everything.
Did he have any mental or addiction problems?
Yeah,
he did.
He had been clean for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, he was clean. So like, he was a manager at the vape store. He was Topher. He'd become a whole nother person. No, I forgot y'all didn't know that he would, because we were in a bad place for a little while where I was working at McDonald's, and we were struggling making it. But he pulled himself up by his. I left him. I moved in with my brother Tom. He wanted me back. He loved me. He loved me a lot, and he went and got a job at the vape store, manager. He became the manager at the vape store. And his grandma told me one time, she's like, he'll never do anything but work for B Daddy, and he can't handle the heat. So what are we gonna do? I was like, well, we're gonna get him something else.
Get him something else.
He could draw like he's really good.
I remember that. I remember you showing me some of his drawings.
He's really good at drawing, and he's like, and he wanted to do that, but it's not one of the things that we got to attain while he was still here. Yeah. Which makes me sad. It makes me sad. Yeah. But then there's people in my life, though God puts angels around you. Everybody's a lesson, you know? And I don't know if my story touches anybody or whatever, that's the case, you know, then that's what it's supposed to be. But I know that there's a light that's within me that my grandma told me about a long time ago that God lit up, and I'm going to let it shine. So
That's awesome, Crystal. That's awesome. I'm going to set you a GoFundMe up. Anybody that wants to donate to Crystal, I'm going to put a Cash App and her PayPal in the description. Anything will help. Even if it's just a few dollars here or a few dollars there, anything. She's appreciative of anything. And I will set you a GoFundMe up, okay?
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you need it. And you deserve it. You do. You've been through a lot, and you need help. Everybody needs help every once in a while.
And I'll help people back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's the
exactly.
thing when you get help, you learn the value of help, and you try to help people back,
Yeah. Okay, Crystal, I'm going to end the interview.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angie.